What up, YouTube fam? It's April G Showers back at y'all with the breakdown and the revealing of the hidden thing in my rap called From Charade to Remade, a message for my dad. So, two people participated in the challenge. It was a bar breakdown challenge as well as a challenge to find what the hidden thing is. Now, I gave two hints. One hint was there's a hint in the title as to what the hidden thing is. And the other hint was you must write it down in order to get the hidden thing. So, the two people that participated were Devo the Ambivert and Etta the Reactor, or Etta the Artist. I'm going to put a link to both of their videos of their breakdowns of this in the description box, because I can't announce a winner, and I'll tell you why after I break it down and tell y'all the hidden thing. It's very unusual circumstances. So after I finish breaking it down and tell y'all the hidden thing, I'm going to tell y'all what happened, and I'm going to put a poll up under my community tab here on my channel, and I'm going to let y'all decide who the winner should be. Alright, so let's get this thing started. April G Squad, fist bump, love y'all. Let's get it. I did stay on the same rhyme scheme the entire piece, and I did that on purpose, obviously. Alright, let's go. Shout out Rujay for the beat. Drug free almost a decade. Drug free almost a decade. I wrote this on July the 20th. I celebrated a decade clean August 8th. Y'all get it? Hey, I can't tell you how much I prayed. I can't tell you how much I prayed. Self-explanatory. Exhausted and so afraid. Worked so hard. Exhausted and so afraid. Worked so hard to not be swayed. Exhausted and so afraid. Obviously, self-explanatory. Worked so hard to not be swayed. Worked so hard to not be influenced by other people or situations or whatever it may be, to go back to getting high and stuff like that. To not be swayed. Overthinking, twisted like a braid. It means I tend to overthink, and my thinking is twisted. And then a braid, you know, if you braid your hair, it's twisted. Twisted like a braid. Running from it's just a band-aid. Running from it's just a band-aid. Thoughts can be such a blockade. Running from your problem, in this case addiction, is just a band-aid. It's just like putting a band-aid over a big ass wound, and it's not going to heal properly unless you face it instead of running from it. Thoughts can be such a blockade. Blockade just means like a barricade, a barrier to block. You know, my thoughts can really keep me from doing what I need to do if I allow them to. Can be such a blockade, hold you captive. Hold you captive, I mean enslaved. Literally, you can be held captive by your own thoughts. Enslaved is another word for being held captive. Imprisoned. Enslaved. Loneliness leaves you dismayed. Loneliness leaves you dismayed. Everything you start to replay. Dismayed is like distressed, stressed out, depressed, whatever you want to say. When you first get clean, you can't really hang out with the same people you always used to hang out with. You don't need to hang out with people who are getting high and drunk and all that stuff. And then everything you start to replay, you go back on your life in your head, and it does no good doing that because you can't change anything. You just have to try not to repeat your mistakes. Everything you start to replay. Scars so deep they will not fade. Sleeping. Scars so deep they will not fade. Sleeping's fiction like a mermaid. That's self-explanatory. Some scars are so deep, like the school shooting I was in, that's a scar that's never gonna, it's there for life. Losing my little brother and my big brother, those are scars that are there for life, but I have to learn how to cope with that kind of stuff in a healthy way, you know what I mean? And then sleeping's fiction like a mermaid. I don't sleep well. Like, sleeping's not even a reality for me most of the time. And that's related to my PTSD. It's fiction like a mermaid. Therapists really need an upgrade. Outdoor sucks. Therapists really need an upgrade. Outdoors sucks. Give me the shade. That's self-explanatory. Not all therapists, not all, but most ain't worth a damn. I'll just put it that way. And then outdoors sucks. Give me the shade. That just means I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be around people. I want to be here in my little hole, isolated, Be the shade. Overeating like it's first aid, then slowly the bad. Overeating like it's first aid, then slowly the bad is outweighed. So a lot of people, when they quit doing drugs, drinking, start overeating. They get addicted to food or use food as a comfort or coping mechanism. Overeating like it's first aid, like it's going to heal you, it's going to help you. Then slowly the bad is outweighed. Then, after you've been clean for a little while, sober for a little while, you start to see the bad things are being outweighed by good things. Also, the double entendre there with overeating and outweighed. Bad is outweighed. Heaven opens like a switchblade. Learning self-love like. Heaven opens like a switchblade. Learning self-love like in first grade. You realize that, there's a power greater than yourself, at least in my case. So heaven, God opens like a switchblade knife, opens and then learning self-love like in first grade, because when you're a little kid, kindergarten, first grade, 5, 6, 7 years old, you're real innocent. You don't have, at least most kids at that age, don't have all those feelings of self hatred and self-esteem issues and self-loathing and all that stuff. Like in first grade, each day brighter, lift the lampshade, start to see. Each day brighter, lift the lampshade, start to see that you've been remade. So each day brighter, lift the lampshade. If you literally lift a lampshade off of a lamp that's turned on, it's going to be brighter. And then start to see that you've been remade. Once you get clean, you get sober, you change as a person, and you start to see who you are, who you really are, you know, because you had numbed yourself and worn these masks and put on this facade for so long that you forgot who you were underneath all that, like at the very core of your being, who you are as a person. That you've been remade. Sickness had you so disarrayed. Being numb kept you. Sickness had you so disarrayed. Being numb kept you so delayed. So obviously, when you're coming off of drugs, alcohol, whatever it may be, you get sick, or if you can't find none, you get sick. And you know, not only that, not all, but the vast majority of addicts, alcoholics, also have mental illness. Not all, but most. And that sickness, whether it be from not having anything, from withdrawals, or mental illness, whatever it may be, had you so disarrayed, like disorganized and just messed up in the head, you know what I mean? And then being numb kept you so delayed, because you numb all of your feelings for so long that you're delayed in everything, you know what I'm saying? Like slower, you know what I mean? You so delayed, understanding you had been played mentality. Understanding you had been played, mentality had been so decayed. The drugs, the alcohol played you. The drugs manipulated you, made you think you could handle them and you didn't have a problem, and all the lies that little addiction demon in our brain tells us. Mentality had been so decayed, our mentality gets just rotten, you know. He had been so decayed, jumping for joy because you stayed. Unleash that beast like jumping for joy because you stayed. That means you stayed, you're jumping for joy, you're happy because you stayed the course, whether that be rehab, whether that be worked all 12 steps, whether that be stayed clean in general, whatever that may be. Unleash that beast like a brigade. That can be two different things. Unleash that beast, like unleash that demon of addiction, of alcoholism, like a brigade. A brigade is like a little group, like an army, a sub part of an army, subgroup of an army, something along those lines. So you can unleash, you know, let it go. Let that demon of addiction, alcoholism, whatever go like a brigade. Or like unleash that beast like within you, you know, like, you know. Like a brigade. Now the real you can be. Now the real you can be displayed. Going back to what I was saying a while ago, you figure out who you really are on the inside at your very core. Because we tend to forget. We all usually forget who we are during active addiction. Display, keep the toxic out, pull out Charade. In case those roaches. Keep the toxic out, pull out your raid. In case those roaches try to invade, that's like a metaphor. Keep anything toxic, whether people, places, things, situations. Keep anything toxic out of your life. Pull out your raid in case those roaches try to invade. Roaches like toxic people, basically. You know, raid kills roaches. Get it? Just try to invade. Eventually, you'll be repaid. Letting go. Eventually, you'll be repaid. Letting go of the charade. So eventually you'll be rewarded, you'll be blessed. Like my life motto, Galatians 6:9 says, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So that's basically what I'm saying here. And then letting go of the charade, the act, you know, go of the charade. Open-mindedness is your new trade. Straight now, no need. Open-mindedness is your new trade. Straight now, no need to persuade. So, you know, in active addiction, we tend to be very closed-minded and don't listen to anybody and don't care what anybody has to say about anything, you know. And we learn through recovery how to be open-minded. At least I did. And open-mindedness is one of the spiritual principles for one of the 12 steps. Is your new trade. Trade is like your new job, your new hobby, whatever you want to call it. And then straight now, no need to persuade. I'm clean now, I'm straight, I'm sober, and I don't have to persuade or prove it or convince anybody that I am. I know I am, God knows I am, and that's all that matters. If people want to think I'm still on drugs, that's their problem, and they can keep right on thinking it. Fuck them. Need to persuade. Tell your story, be unafraid. Self-explanatory. Tell your story, be unafraid, so others know it's never too late. There's a saying in NA and AA, we keep what we have by giving it away. That's basically helping other addicts, helping out other alcoholics by sharing your story and how you got clean and how you stay clean. And it just lets others know that it's not too late, that they're not alone, and yeah. So others know it's never too late. Overcoming addiction, a crusade. Unlearning things that... Overcoming addiction, a crusade. Unlearning things that have been okayed. So to overcome addiction is like a crusade. And then unlearning things that have been okayed, like things you thought your whole life was okay. You have to retrain your mind and thought process and unlearn a lot of things. At least I did. Had been okay, letting go of people who betray, watching yourself grow. Letting go of people who betrayed, watching yourself grow. Name Adelaide. So you gotta let go of people who don't have your best interests at heart, who aren't real, who are toxic, who bring you down, so on and so forth. You always want to surround yourself with people who are happy for you when you succeed, and people who are there for you when you are down. You know what I'm saying? And then watching yourself grow. Name Adelaide. The name Adelaide means noble or noble natured. So, like, to be able to watch yourself grow is noble, in my opinion. Name Adelaide, help others who fall like a cascade. Once a junkie. Help others who fall like a cascade. A cascade is a waterfall, so you get that. Once a junkie, now a renegade. That's a little shout out to Eminem right there, and Jay-Z, but mainly Eminem. But props to Jay-Z too. He's still a legend. He's still a legend. But y'all know how I feel about Eminem. I used to say, yeah, I was once a junkie, and now I'm a renegade. Now a renegade, it's remarkable and accolade. Some won't believe, don't. It's remarkable and accolade. Some won't believe. Don't try to dissuade. It's remarkable, it's wonderful, it's amazing, it's tremendous, it's magnificent, it's whatever, all those synonyms for amazing. For anybody out there who has gotten clean, sober, and stayed clean, sober, whether you've been clean 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, it don't matter. It's amazing, and you should be proud of yourself. And if nobody's told you they're proud of you, I'm proud of you. An accolade, that's basically, like getting credit, receiving credit, accolades for accomplishments. Some won't believe. Don't try to dissuade. There's gonna always be people in your life that don't believe you, that don't believe you've changed, that will always still think you're just a drug addict or alcoholic or whatever it may be. And don't try to dissuade. Like, don't try to change their mind. Let them think it, because you're not going to change their mind. I mean, you're just not. Only they can make the choice to change their own mind. And I know that very, very well. Don't try to dissuade God in you. No, ignore the tirade. Others jealous. God and you know, ignore the tirade. Like I said earlier, as long as God knows the truths, you know the truths. That's all that matters. Those are the only two opinions of me that matter. God's and my own. That's it. That's it. Period. Then others jealous, green like a jade. Well, ignore the tirade. Tirade is like anger, rants, that kind of stuff. Others jealous, green like a jade. That's like the haters, the haters. Everybody's got them. They're just jealous. Green, green is synonymous with for jealousy. Like a jade. Jade, the gemstone, is green. Green like a jade. Ignorance, learn to evade. No longer hiding, no. Ignorance, learn to evade. There's a lot of ignorant people out there when it comes to addiction, alcoholism, mental illness. They're not educated, and they don't want to try to educate themselves. They would rather sit back and judge people, which is ignorant. Not stupid, but ignorant. There's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. Learn to evade, basically learn to avoid, ignore the ignorant people. No longer hiding, no more masquerade. I don't have nothing to hide no more. I don't have nothing to lie about no more. You know what I'm saying? Once you get clean, once you get sober, you're supposed to try to live a life, well, even if you're not addict alcoholic, but this, is based on addiction, alcoholism, so. But, as just human beings in general, we're supposed to try to be honest all the time. I mean, obviously, we all mess up from time to time, but you know what I'm saying. No more masquerade, giving up completely forbade. Tough times come, blow like. Giving up completely forbade. That means it is forbidden to give up. Never give up, no matter what. Don't give up. Tough times come. Obviously, that's life. And they blow like a grenade. They suck. And then sometimes it's really bad tough times that literally feel like a grenade blowing up right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like a grenade, overlook, don't let them pervade. Honest. Overlook, don't let them pervade. In other words, like, tough times are gonna come, but don't dwell on them. Don't dwell on them. Don't let them pervade, penetrate, You see what I'm saying? Like, don't dwell on them. Don't dwell on the tough times. Honesty, pouring out like lemonade. That's obvious. You pour lemonade, duh. So, and you want to try to be honest as much as possible. See, pouring out like lemonade. Each person clean deserves a parade. Let go, let. Each person clean deserves a parade. That's obvious, because I believe each person who is clean, sober, whatever you choose to call it, deserves to be celebrated, because it's not easy. Let go, let God. Our new serenade, let go, let God, is one of the biggest slogans, sayings, whatever you would call it, that we use in NA and AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. Let go, let God is our new serenade. You get that? Let God, our new serenade. Living clean, now let's go celebrate. Living clean, now let's go celebrate. Self-explanatory. Now I'm living clean, let's go celebrate. So, that was the bar breakdown. Now, I got another video for y'all with the hidden thing. Now, what I want y'all to do is pay attention to the left side of me, right over here where my mouse is. See the arrow, the cursor, the left. Just watch right there as I let the song play, okay? And it's gonna show you the hidden thing, and then I'll explain it. So just be sure y'all watch over here to the left. Drug free almost a decade. I can't tell you how much I've prayed. Exhausted and so afraid. Worked so hard. Okay, see up here, upper left corner, it says die. So yeah, just pay attention to over there. To not be swayed, overthinking, twisted. twisted like a braid. Running from it's just a band-aid. Thoughts can be such a blockade. Holds you captive, I mean enslaved. Loneliness leaves you dismayed. Everything you start to replay. Scars so deep they will not fade. Sleeping's fiction like a mermaid. Therapists really need an upgrade. Outdoor sucks, give me the shade. Overeating like it's first date, then slowly the bad is outweighed. Heaven opens like a switchblade. Learning self-love like in first grade. Each day brighter, lift the lampshade. Start to see that you've been remade. Sickness had you so disarrayed. Being numb kept you so delayed. Understanding you had been played. Mentality had been so decayed. Jumping for joy because you stayed. Unleash that beast like a brigade. Now the real you can be displayed. The toxic out, pull out your raid. In case those roaches try to invade, eventually you'll be repaid. Letting go of the charade. Open-mindedness is your new trade. Straight now, no need to persuade. Tell your story, be unafraid, so others know it's never too late. Overcoming addiction, a crusade. Unlearning things that had been okay. Letting go of people who betray. Watching yourself grow. Name Adelaide, help others who fall like a cascade. Once a junkie, now a renegade. It's remarkable and accolades. Some won't believe, don't try to dissuade. God in you, no, ignore the tirade. Others jealous, green like a jade. Ignorance, learn to evade. No longer hiding, no more masquerade. Giving up completely forbade. Tough times come, blow like a grenade. Overlook, don't let them pervade. Honesty pouring out like lemonade. Each person clean deserves a parade. Let go, let God, our new serenade. Living clean now, let's go celebrate. Okay. So, this entire piece was an acronym. An acronym. If you take the first letter of each bar, it spells out die, worthless, toothless, bum, junkie, lost soul, who is going to hell. I told y'all the hints were you had to write it down in order to be able to get that. You see why now. And the other hint was I told y'all there's a hint in the title. Now the hint in the title is a message for my dad. This is something my dad has said to me more times than I can even count. I should have included fat in there with it. I forgot fat. And bad mom, and So what I did was took his words that have broken my heart and hurt me to my core, hurt me worse than anybody has ever hurt me ever in life. And I turned them into something positive. So, like, I'll just show y'all real quick. Die, D-I-E. The first line is drug free almost a decade. Drug starts with D. I can't tell you how much I prayed, starts with I. Exhausted and so afraid, starts with E. So that's die, D-I-E. Alright. Worked so hard to not be swayed, W. Overthinking, twisted like a braid, O. Running from it's just a band-aid, R. Thoughts can be such a blockade, T. Holds you captive, I mean enslaved, H. Loneliness leaves you dismayed, L. Everything you start to replay, E. Scars so deep they will not fade, S. Sleeping's fiction like a mermaid, S. Worthless. Therapists really need an upgrade, T. Outdoors sucks, give me the shade, O. Overeating like it's first aid, O. Then slowly the bad is outweighed. T. Heaven opens like a switchblade. H. Learning self-love like in first grade. L. Each day brighter, lift the lampshade. E. Start to see that you've been remade. S. Sickness had you so disarrayed. S. Toothless. Being numb kept you so delayed. B. Understanding you had been played. U. Mentality had been so decayed. M. Bum. Jumping for joy because you stayed. J. Unleash that beast like a brigade. U. Now the real you can be displayed. N. Keep the toxic out, pull out your raid. K. In case those roaches try to invade. I. Eventually you'll be repaid. E. Junkie. Letting go of the charade. L. Open-mindedness, your new trade. O. Straight now, no need to persuade. S. Tell your story, be unafraid. T. Lost. So others know it's never too late. S. Overcoming addiction, a crusade. O. Unlearning things that have been okayed. U. Letting go of people who betrayed. L. Soul. Watching yourself grow, name Adelaide. W. Help others who fall like a cascade. H. Once a junkie, now a renegade. O. Who. It's remarkable an accolade. I. Some won't believe, don't try to dissuade. S. Is. God and you know, ignore the tirade. G. Others jealous, green like a jade. O. Ignorance, learn to evade. I. No longer hiding, no more masquerade. N. Giving up, completely forbade. Going. Tough times come, blow like a grenade. T. Overlook, don't let them pervade. O. 2. Honesty, pouring out like lemonade. H. Each person clean deserves a parade. E. Did I say each? H. Honesty, pouring out like lemonade. H. Each person clean deserves a parade. E. Let go, let God, our new serenade. L. Living clean. Let's go celebrate. L. Hell. So yeah. The entire thing was an acronym. Die, worthless, toothless, bum, junkie, lost soul who is going to hell. And that's words straight from my father's mouth to me. On more than one occasion. And I don't want anybody's pity or none of the sympathy or none of that crap. I just wanted to turn his words into something positive instead of dwelling on them and believing them and crying over them like I've always done, you know what I'm saying? And just turn it into something good and positive that might help somebody in the future or whatever. If it helps just one person, then that's a blessing to me. Also, the title from Charade to Remade. Charade means like an act, you know. When you're in active addiction, alcoholism, you put on this act, this facade, this mask. To Remade, that means you know, taken away the mask, you quit putting on the act, and your mind has been remade, renewed, and you now, you know, like I said during the breakdown, you know who you are at the very core of your being, who you are as a person, what you stand for, that kind of stuff. So that's what that means. And then a message for my dad, obviously, is I used his disparaging words that he said to me and says to me, because he says this stuff to me even today, to this day. So I put a message for my dad, just to be, you could say I'm being a smart ass, or you could say, whatever you want to call it. But y'all get why I put that in there now. So yeah, now here's the predicament as far as the winner for the challenge. Devo the Ambivert did 2 parts. One part is like 33 minutes, and the part 2 is just like 9 minutes. And he broke down the bars, and he did a very good job at breaking down the bars. However, he did not catch the acronym, the hidden thing. Etta the artist, aka Etta the reactor, didn't break down the bars at all. However, he caught the hidden thing, the acronym. He got the acronym, which is the hardest part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a pickle, because it was a bar breakdown challenge and try to find the hidden thing. So, one of them broke down all, the bars very, very, very well, but didn't find the hidden thing, the acronym. The other one didn't break down bars, but found the acronym, the hidden thing. His video is about 10 or 12 minutes, something like that. So that's why I'm leaving it up to you guys. This is your choices, y'all. I'm going to put a poll up on my channel, under my community tab. You can vote Devo the Ambivert, you can vote Etta the Reactor, or you can vote split the prizes. Like, the prizes are $30, Holy Mother merch, a reaction, and shout outs on all my social medias, all my socials. So if y'all think I should split the prizes, then each of them would get $15, and then you see what I'm saying? So I don't know what to do, so I'm leaving it up to my lovely April G Squad. I'm leaving it up to y'all. Like I said, I'm going to link their videos in the description box. Please go watch their videos and then make your decision. Base your decision on their videos, please. And I will announce the winner Friday. I don't know what time, but I will announce the winner Friday. So, good luck to Devo the Ambivert and Etta the artist, aka Etta the reactor. Y'all both did great, and yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. This is a first. So yeah, everybody comment below y'all's thoughts. What do y'all think of my little acronym deal? What do y'all think of the whole thing? And don't comment below who you want to win. Vote on the community page. Vote on the community tab. As soon as this is uploaded and published onto my channel, I'm going to put the poll up. So, go vote there. Your vote don't count if you put it in the comments. It's not. It's just a comment to me. Okay? Okay. But y'all comment below y'all's thoughts on this. And If you do have something to say about Devo and Etta, you can make comments under the poll on the community tab here on my channel. Under the poll, that you can write comments, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure you can. So you can do that if you want to, and those I will take into consideration. So yeah. But yeah, whatever the poll ends up being, that's who's going to be the winner, period. I'm not. So yeah. And obviously I'm not voting. So, alright, y'all. Please like this video. This is interesting. It's crazy. Please like this video on your way out. Like, report that you think. And please subscribe to my channel, y'all. April G Squad. Fist bump. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Peace out.